Hi, everyone. So excited to be here talking about my new novel, If Anything Happens to Me. It's a story of a sister, Ali Parrish, whose younger sister has been murdered. 8 months earlier, she was left in a grave in the Braided Woods, which was a place that they loved and they used to go for bird watching. And the book opens with Ali strolling back to that spot, that sacred spot where Eloise was found, because that's where she goes to connect with her. So here's a little bit from the first chapter. Some people might feel this place creepy. I didn't. I walked slowly to the disturbed ground. It was a narrow furrow, the earth softer than everything around it. The killer had dug leaves and dirt out of the rock ledge, placed Eloise inside. After they found her, yellow crime scene tape had surrounded the perimeter. There was still a scrap of it wedged under a stone. I felt a knife in my heart because it reminded me once again of how the investigation had dwindled away. Hi, Eloise, I said out loud. Since she died, she had spoken to me through nature. The sound of the breeze, stones tossed around in the waves, the rustle of seagrasses at the beach, the call of the owls. The ospreys had returned from their winters down south, and I heard Eloise in their exuberant, high-pitched cries. I didn't expect to hear her actual human voice, but then, "Help," she whispered. "Help me." The words were not clear, but garbled, as if coming through a tunnel. I wasn't startled. I had lost my mind after I'd lost Eloise. Expecting weirdness, terribleness, cruel tricks was just part of my life now. I'd gotten pretty good at turning the worst into the normal, so I said, "I want to go back in time. I would help you. I would do anything for you." "Then dig me up," she said, her voice rising to a muffled yet outraged shriek. Here was how I knew I had gone round the bend and completely lost it. I saw the dirt moving. I was staring at the fissure in the rock ledge where Eloise's body had been found. Just like then, it was filled with leaves and branches and mud, but now the dirt was heaving, tossing, like the ground was alive. I leaned closer and saw her left hand reaching up from the depths of the crevice. I fell to my knees, grabbing her hand with one of mine, frantically digging and scraping with the other. Her fingers were scored with cuts, the skin dirty and cracked, her fingernails torn and broken. I let go of her hand to dig deeper, my arms windmilling like mad, scooping dirt and mud until I was looking straight into her face. But it wasn't Eloise's face. It was someone else, a girl with short dark hair, there in the same grave where the murderer had left my sister. She lay perfectly still. Her forehead and cheeks were caked with dirt that shimmered in the late light, as if it was flecked with bits of real gold. "Help me," the girl said. She put her arms around my neck, and I hauled her out of the ground. It took all my strength because she was covered with leaves and mud, but I did it as if she was as weightless as air. She tried to stand, but her legs buckled. She was like a baby deer walking for the first time. She faltered, all knees and elbows, got up, fell down again. She coughed, choking on debris. I crouched and brushed dirt from her eyes and mouth. "We have to hurry," she said, her voice rasping. "Who are you?" I cried. "Who put you here?" "Hurry now," she said, and I could tell from the panic pouring off her that we didn't have time for questions. I lifted her to her feet. I put my arm around her shoulders and helped her take the first few steps. Then she was okay, or at least okay enough to walk fast, and then we began to run. Thank you so much for letting me read that part of the chapter to you, and I hope you'll read it yourselves, and I hope you enjoy the book.